And we welcome you back live to San Juan High School in Blanding, Utah. High school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. It's a Region 18 doubleheader here this afternoon. The San Juan boys getting set to host the defending 2A state champion Kanab Cowboys. And the girls already suffering a loss, 62-36, the final in that one. So we get set up, and I'm Rhett Sifford welcoming you in. Bobby Bowering joins me now for the boys game. And Bobby, this is obviously going to be a tough test. You had a good win, good, strong, gutsy win last night for San Juan, coming back to beat Parowan, but a real tough one against a good team here today.
Yeah, we've got the defending champs in our house tonight, and it's a good chance for San Juan to kind of see who they're at. I know it's always a good measuring stick to see where you're at as a team to go against a team that won a state title last year. So a lot of things that we saw in last night's game and ended on a high note, so really looking to see if San Juan can ride that momentum here and bring that into this game today. So
when we look at this team coming in, and the Kanab boys are 5-2 on the season, and you know they've got a successful program. Obviously, when you look at Coach Jaron Glazier in his 5th year, he's 82-30. We've already mentioned a couple times they are the defending state champions. And they're led by a guy named Kyle Brown, the senior, who's averaging over 20 points a game. Carson Visser is right there, though, almost 19 points a game. Tice Hill, 16 points a game. And Trey Castano, 10 points a game. So you got 4 kids who are balling it out in double-digit average. Then you got a major fall-off. Latimer Glover, the junior, 4 points per game. So obviously those 4 guys are the big offense, but sometimes your big offensive guys are the guys who help you on the boards and distribute the ball to some of those higher scorers, and that's what you get. Obviously, it's a team effort. This is a team that has a bunch of weapons, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, they're just a really well-rounded team. I don't think there's one kid that you can focus on out there if you're the Broncos. You just got to come into this playing some really good team basketball, execute, do the little things right, rebound, play good defense, run the floor, and give yourself a good opportunity to win tonight. So,
Kanab suffered a 70-65 loss last weekend to North Summit, but since then have won 2 in a row at Paiute on Tuesday, I believe it was, 77-59, and then handled Grand County last night, just like the girls team, 73-56. So they're looking to sweep it down here in San Juan County. I guess Grand is in Grand County, but they're looking to sweep it down here in southeastern Utah and close out a good road trip. They've obviously got a long trip back home tonight, so they want to drive home with happy faces. And San Juan looking to upset them here today, looking to put some things together. You know, they got that big win last night. Man, they had to eke that one out, 68-67 ultimately. They had battled from down 15 in that game, Bobby, and so that's a good win, one of those galvanizing wins for you, but they're going to have to put together, you know, just as good of an effort, if not better, here today against Kanab.
Yeah, totally, and we kind of talked about it last night, but San Juan can't start off as slow as they did last night. They kind of had a slow start to the game and had to crawl their way back into it late. And so against a high-caliber team like Kanab tonight, they got to start off hot, and they got to stay hot the whole rest, you know, the whole game and play a complete basketball game here tonight.
Well, Trip Palmer is San Juan's leading scorer. We haven't had updated stats since last night, but he's averaging 14.5 a game. Cole Duke averaging 12 a game, and Jagger Neves averaging over 11 a game. So those are the 3 main guys. You had Jagger come out last night and really be the quarterback of that team, really be the leader. He was the leading scorer until he fouled out, and he actually ended as a leading scorer with 18 last night. So you really hope that he can go again today. You really want to get those top 3 guys going real strong for your team, and you want to have a team effort. You got to come out defensively against this squad to shut them down, and you got to have those transition points as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I do look at Jagger. He kind of brings the energy for this team, both offensively and defensively. He rebounded really well last night, and I thought that he was a real big reason that the Broncos were able to get that game turned around last night. So I think, yeah, kind of leaning on your top 3 dudes, you got to lean to them to, you know, set the tone of this game early on, and hopefully they see some shots fall early on and keep that going. So
yeah, I think what we saw in the girls' game here earlier today is the difference between moving your feet. You know, you look at, we talk about Jagger last night, and you mentioned a couple times the phrase you used was he's all over the court, you know. He was just moving all the time. Basketball is a game you got to keep moving your feet. You can't be standing still. The teams that are passing quickly, getting open, moving quickly, that's where they find success. We saw that in the girls' game. The Kanab was moving a lot, getting open, getting wide open looks, a lot of uncontested layups. San Juan a little bit slower on their feet, you know, not getting open. So that's the key, I think, one of the keys for this team here today. And they've touted that. They're a speedy team. They're a sizable team. And so they want to use those things to their advantage.
No, I agree. And San Juan matches up just as much with any team, same with Kanab, athletically, as any team in the state. And so they've got the capability to do it. But, yeah, they've just got to focus on doing those little fundamental things like you talk about. And it's the boring little things that you want to, go through in practice and kids might roll their eyes at and stuff. But ultimately that's what big games like this come down to, if you can execute and do those little things right. So,
what do you mean? As a coach, you have kids roll their eyes at you? I can't believe it.
Never, no.
Well, the San Juan does come into this one with a 6-4 record after the win last night. Easton Nielsen, in his third year, the head coach, at a 29-31 record, so he's looking to get back to the 500 mark. And it's going to be a fun one here this afternoon. I know last night there were fireworks. We thought there were going to be some fights. We thought a couple dads were going to come out of the crowd in that thing and maybe wrestle some referees at midcourt. I was joking around. I actually know all 3 of the names of these refs in these games today, so that's a rarity for me. I could call them all by name if we want. So, yeah, it should be a fun one here this afternoon as the San Juan boys get set to host the defending 2A state champs. We'll step aside. I'll get the game set up on my iPad, and we will return maybe for the national anthem. I know we're going to have it sung here before we start this boys game. Maybe for the call of the starters. We'll see when we return. Stay with us. It is high school hoops, second game of a Region 18 doubleheader on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
San Juan Credit Union. Your money, your future, your credit union. We have branches available in Blanding, Monticello, and Bluff. Come on down and see us.
With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058.
Pain or injury sidelining you? Precision Rehab restores you and your loved ones back to peak performance with physical therapy in Monticello, Blanding, Montezuma Creek, and Monument Valley. Covered by most insurances. Call 435-678-3869 or visit precisionrehabutah.com.
Holiday Construction is your one-stop source for gravel, concrete, excavation services, and custom hauling. We've proudly served San Juan County with quality and dedication for over 40 years. Call Holiday Construction today at 435-678-2028. We're proud supporters of high school sports and our community.
At Red Mechanical, we believe strong communities start with strong support, and that includes cheering on our local high school athletes. We've proudly served the Four Corners with dependable HVAC and plumbing solutions, keeping homes and businesses comfortable season after season. From the field to your front door, we're here for you. Red Mechanical, proud supporters of high school sports and our local communities.
At Energy Fuels, creating opportunities and participating in the local community is important to us. Thanks to our dedicated employees, we're safely producing critical materials that support cleaner energy sources and a better planet for future generations. Knowing that the youth of today will make great contributions tomorrow, Energy Fuels is a proud supporter of high school athletics within our communities.
Welcome back to San Juan High School in Blanding, Utah. We got the starters for Kanab coming out. Let me get all these names for you. We'll get them in just a sec. I'll call it because they're going to do the San Juan starters now, so we don't want to miss them as they come out. It'll be number 0 for San Juan, 6'3", senior center, George McNaughton. Number 2, 6'2", senior guard, Jagger Neves. Number 3, 5'11", senior guard, Baylor Nielsen. Number 31, 6'2", senior guard, Cole Duke. And finally today, number 55, 6'5", senior forward, Trip Palmer. San Juan wearing home white today, Kanab in road red. We get set for a big showdown here today. Probably going to see some fireworks early in this. I know these teams are going to come out like they're shot out of cannons today, Bobby.
Oh, yeah. I'm expecting a really high-energy game here, so.
It'll be a quick start, that's for sure. Here's the starters for Kanab. Number 2, 6'2", senior forward Kyle Brown. Number 4, senior guard Tice Hill. Number 11, 6'11", junior forward Latimer Glover. Number 12, senior guard Trey Castano. And number 23, senior forward and center Carson Visser. San Juan wins the opening tip. They'll possess to start us off. And Cole Duke and Jagger Neves work it back and forth. Now Trip Palmer right at the free throw line. Hands back to Jagger. He thought about the three. Instead goes inside to George McNaughton. A little too hard off the glass on what could have been an easy 2 points there, but it is not coming to fruition for San Juan.
Yeah, that's a really good first possession by San Juan. They moved the ball around. They were patient. Got that really good look inside. Just could not get it to fall. So
Kanab misses on their first as well, as missing a three is Carson Visser, rebounded by San Juan. So the teams have traded misses and rebounds here. Now George McNaughton has it in the lane, hands it back out to Trip Palmer. Now Jagger Neves straight away. He'll back it away from the defense of Latimer Glover, hand off to Duke, get it right back. Lob it up for George McNaughton at the line. He'll send it out to the left side. A three on the way from Baylor Nielsen, no good, rebounded by Kanab. And the Cowboys walk it across. Latimer Glover still looking for our first points here. We're over a minute in. San Juan Broncos hosting the defending champion Kanab Cowboys this weekend. As that ball sails out of bounds, a little miscue between Brown and Castano there, and San Juan will get it on the turnover.
Yeah, both teams here struggling a little bit offensively to get a little rhythm going here, and it's kind of how we started the game off last night as well. So
Trip Palmer goes cross court. Cole Duke drives to the baseline, floats up a 6-footer, no good. They tip the rebound around. San Juan gets it, and a three rims out for Baylor Nielsen. Rebound by San Juan, and Jagger Neves scores.
Yeah, there's that tough offensive rebounding that kind of got San Juan back in the game last night. So if they continue to crash the boards that well on the offensive side, they're going to get a lot of those looks tonight.
It was a good effort, and they were rewarded for it. Now Kanab will answer immediately as Tice Hill drains the three, and Kanab takes their first lead of the game. Cole Duke on the dribble drive has the shot blocked.
Yeah, this pace is picking up here really quick for both teams.
And now Tice Hill goes to the hole, but he loses the handle, turns it over. And San Juan comes the other way, down 3-2. Jagger Neves is fouled as he goes up with the shot from 8 feet. And he'll go to the line and shoot a couple here.
Yeah, those first couple possessions, both offenses are kind of getting set, running things. And the last, minute or so, it's been a lot higher paced, a little bit more transition for both of these teams. So I'll be curious to see kind of how this game kind of goes as far as the tempo.
Castano guilty of the first foul of the day, and Jagger Neves, they're going to say it was on the floor.
Okay.
So they changed their minds. I guess they can do that. So Jagger will inbound instead. They do put a fresh shot clock up. Cole Duke will get a nice pass from Jagger, but misses the three. And as they battle for the rebound, a whistle on the floor again. This will be on Latimer Glover. So San Juan rebounded the ball again. You talk about the rebounding for San Juan. They lead so far. And now 2 fouls on Kanab as San Juan will inbound to Trip Palmer. Palmer raises it up, keeps it away from the defense, now gives to Cole Duke, right wing for Jagger Neves. 27 on the shot clock. Neves will pull up for the three, misses, and it's rebounded by Kanab.
Yeah, San Juan's had a lot of good second chance opportunities because these offensive rebounds, but have not been able to capitalize a ton on them yet. So.
And Trey Castano has it for Kanab, comes right side. Kyle Brown looking for a play from Coach Glazier, but Glazier is not to be bothered with that right now. They'll run it themselves. They just hand it off to Visser, and he drains the three from the right wing at 6-2 Kanab.
Yeah, that's a tough shot. That's tough, too, for Kanab's offense when you got your big guy coming out on the wing, knocking shots down like that. It shows you kind of how much range they have. So
that's a nice lob pass from Baylor Nielsen to Trip Palmer, who cut to the bucket, and Palmer draws the foul going in. And this will be the third foul in a row on Kanab as Kyle Brown commits his first. And so San Juan will reset with a fresh shot clock. Jagger Neves lobs it up in the air for Baylor Nielsen out high. He goes left side back to Jagger. Up to the top again for Nielsen. Now Jagger fakes, runs into a triple team, bounces it under the bucket to George McNaughton. He's fouled as he rises up for the shot, and he'll go to the line.
San Juan's done a really good job in that 2-3 defense that Kanab's running, being able to kind of get them to move and get those bigs sucked out, and then they're getting that backside guy to post up, and they've had a couple good looks down there to George early.
That is 4 starters now who have a foul each for Kanab, and George McNaughton will drain the first of the 2.
Yeah, Kanab already finding themselves with a little bit of fouls here in the first quarter. So
yeah, one more, and San Juan's in the shooting bonus as McNaughton drains both. So he's got 2 points, as does Jagger Neves. San Juan pulls back to within 2 at 6-4. Broncos right in this thing with 4:30 to go still in the opening quarter. Nice little drive around the D for Castano. Dumps it into the corner. A 3 is off from Tice Hill. The rebound goes out of bounds in favor of the Cowboys.
Yeah, and early on you can see Kanab's very comfortable shooting these long-range outside shots, and they've hit a couple, and you can see why. So,
yeah, I can take a look at that as they lob it in. The 3-point leaders here. We'll get to that here in a second as Brown has it in the corner for Kanab. Comes cross court. Trey Castano goes up to get that. Now from the free throw line, spinning for a shot, not getting the roll is Visser, and they miss on a putback as well. I didn't see who missed that second shot, but a offensive rebound for Kanab. And now San Juan loses the ball on the far side, out of bounds. That'll turn it back over to Kanab.
Yeah, Kanab's going to get the ball back here again. And again, we talked a little bit about it last night as well, but turnovers are something, San Juan needs to clean up a little bit. And they did a lot better job in the second half last night. That's going to be big tonight, too, just keeping those extra possessions low for Kanab.
3-point shooters for the Cowboys. Trace Hill, Trey Castano, and Carson Visser in that order, 18, 14, and 9 respectively. So those are the guys we've called already taking those shots today. As Jagger Neves will take one himself and hits it. San Juan retakes the lead 7-6.
Yeah, and Jagger had a pretty good night shooting the 3-ball last night too, so it looks like he's just picking up right where he left off.
And Kyle Brown will walk it across for Kanab. This has been a good one to start already as these two teams go back and forth a little bit here in the first quarter. At the free throw line, Carson Visser kicks it out. This might be an NBA 3 for Kyle Brown, no good. San Juan rebounds it and draws a foul, I think, on the floor. They're going to talk it over here. I think that was a San Juan. We're going to call it jump ball. Never mind. So nobody will get the rebound.
So we got Big Cash Palmer coming into the game here. It's his first appearance. He had a really good game for the Broncos last night. So see what he can bring to the table again tonight.
And it'll be Kanab basketball on alternating possession as Visser inbounds to Brown. Down into the left corner for Hill, back out to Brown. Now to Visser at the free throw line. He spins and hits the 10-footer. And Kanab takes the lead 8-7. Jagger Neves trying to work around Tice Hill. He'll dish instead. Now Cash Palmer fresh in the game. Sends it left side, or right side I should say. In a battle for a loose ball, Trip Palmer and Latimer Glover come together, and they're going to give the foul to Glover. And we already start hearing the calls from the Kanab cheering section.
Well, that's 5 fouls on Kanab and no fouls on San Juan.
Yeah, and that will be a shooting foul for San Juan now as they move into the bonus. So it's 8-7. San Juan can retake the lead here from the line as Trip Palmer goes. I mean, that was a 50-50 ball over there. How would you have called that one?
Well, that's probably the right call.
Pretty solid contact. I don't know.
It was.
I don't know what the rule is on that if they both go for the ball and run into each other. I don't know the rule.
I don't know how you determine between the two of those. But
depends on which arena you're in, right?
I guess that's probably true.
As Tripp hits the first of 2, so he's on the board now. That ties us at 8. And we'll await his second shot. This coming with just under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Palmer makes both. So San Juan's back on top, 9-8. 5 fouls for Kanab and none for San Juan yet. So I probably shouldn't have said that, but that might be why we've heard a couple yells from the left side over here. And there's your first foul, just like I said.
There's that announcer's jinx coming on.
That's right. I'm always powerful with the words, man. As Easton Gilbert misses the 3, but we're going to have a 3-shot foul here as Jagger Neves bumped into him after he came back down following the shot. And the first is good for Easton Gilbert. My guess is he's going to make all 3 of these. I could be wrong, but looks pretty confident from the line there with those pink shoes.
Well, I feel like we've seen a lot of pink shoes this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, with breast cancer awareness and memorials and things like that, that's become more prevalent in this day and age.
Oh, I know our football kids can't wait for October where we can bust out the pink
right.
tape and the.
That's right.
And it
even the
drives
refs
me
use
nuts.
pink flags in those
Oh,
games.
yeah, they go all out. So.
Yeah, he made all 3 of those. Easton Gilbert coming off the bench to make it an 11-9 lead for Kanab, down to 2:35 to go in the opening quarter of what has been a good start here this afternoon. Trip Palmer spinning, hits the 10-foot fade. And the Broncos answer to tie it up.
I really like that spot from Tripp right there. He's done a really good job of hitting that mid-range all year long, and it's a good spot for him to find and be comfortable from.
Here's a shot for Visser from 3-point range, no good. Whistle once they battle for the rebound, and this will be a Kanab foul.
We got a foul on number 5, Kanab.
That's Easton Gilbert's first, and the Broncos will shoot again as they remain in the bonus here. Still 2:17 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, so the Broncos are going to be able to take advantage of some extra foul shots here because of that bonus.
And it will be Cole Duke making the trip, so I'm going to say I guess that was a defensive rebound and then the foul. As Duke makes him pay, he hits the first here. He's on the board now with 1 point. And now it's only Baylor Nielsen who hasn't scored among the 5 starters for San Juan. As Duke knocks down both of those foul shots, San Juan, I believe that's their biggest lead of the game at 13-11, 2 points.
Yeah, San Juan early on is doing a pretty good job from the foul line too, which they struggled a little bit from there last night, so that's good to see them being a little bit more efficient.
Kanab working it on the left side perimeter. Oh, nice cutter, but he kicked it immediately back out into coverage. Now they find Visser open for 3, no, but they get their own rebound and a second chance here for Kanab. Visser into the paint, runs into a defensive wall. They're going to call Cash Palmer for the foul as he stood there and got run into.
Yeah, and Kanab's kind of starting to turn up a little bit their offensive rebounding as well, so San Juan needs to do a pretty good job here defensively, getting bodies on guys and making sure that they can only hold these guys to 1 shot down the stretch.
So Visser will go to the line. He leads all scorers right now with 5 points, make it 6. And actually he was tied with Jagger Neves until he scored the 6th point there. But he's going to try to make it 7 for himself and tie this game at 13 apiece. 1:48 to go in the opening quarter, and he does. So San Juan will try to answer as they walk it across. This has been a good first quarter.
It has been. This has been a really good, fun basketball game to watch so far.
Baylor Nielsen dumps it to the free throw line for Trip Palmer. Cash Palmer takes a pass from him under the bucket and through a defensive stand of Tice Hill. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line and shoot a couple here. So the foul troubles continue for Kanab. All 5 starters with at least 1 now, and Latimer Glover has 2.
Yeah, San Juan, you can tell their plan of attack is to try and get that ball down low, and they've had some really good looks here early on. So
Palmer misses the front end here, and he'll get another opportunity with 1:36 to go now in the opening quarter. All tied at 13 here at San Juan High School in Blanding. Second game of a Region 18 doubleheader here today on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live as Cash Palmer misses both foul shots. So that opens the door for Kanab to retake the lead here. Getting kind of late in this opening quarter, but this has been a good one here in the second half of our doubleheader already. Visser goes left side, now up to the top of the key. Castano throws up the 3. That one bounces off, but they rebound it. And we'll have another opportunity with a fresh shot clock. Now Castano just picks up, goes up the middle, and look at Brown just hooking that thing down under the basket. It's knocked away by Trip Palmer and sails out of bounds into the crowd over here. It'll be Kanab keeping it in the offensive end.
yeah, and Kanab getting another offensive rebound, giving themselves another opportunity here. So San Juan's got to clean up those defensive rebounds.
Castano is double teamed at the top of the key. He'll get it back. Now to Visser at the free throw line. He's double teamed. Left side they go. Now back up top for Castano. He'll go left side again. Now down to the baseline. Nice drive for Kyle Brown. Gets close to the bucket, floats it up and in. his first 2 points of the day, and Kanab has the lead again. 35 seconds to go in the opening quarter, 15-13 for the Cowboys. San Juan looking to answer here. Trip Palmer at the free throw line. His pass made it to Cole Duke, and now Jagger Neves on the wing, bounces it into the corner for Duke again. Neves gets it back. He's shoved. No foul. They let him play. Coach Nielsen was lobbying for a foul.
Sure wanted one.
Trip Palmer dumps it down to Cash Palmer underneath the bucket. He puts it up and in off the glass, and we're tied again.
Yeah, again, San Juan's done a really good job getting that ball down low. Kanab's defense keeps extending up quite a bit, which is leaving those bigs for San Juan wide open underneath.
Good quick passing got San Juan's D kind of out of position, but Gilbert misses the three. There's a San Juan rebound right before the end of the buzzer, and that's how the quarter ends. We have settled absolutely nothing here, all tied at 15 apiece through the first 8 minutes. We'll step aside and return for the start of the second quarter. High school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Blue Mountain Foods, Monticello's hometown grocer, offers fresh meat, deli, bakery, and curbside pickup. Check BlueMountainFoods.com for weekly specials. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 64 West Center Street.
Buying, selling, or refinancing. Trust Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, Southeastern Utah's only locally owned title company, serving San Juan and Grand Counties for over 25 years. Visit us today.
Desert Rivers Credit Union offers mortgages, low fees, and great rates for all credit scores. Enjoy local service and a nationwide ATM network. Desert Rivers Credit Union, for people, not profit.
San Juan County Adult Education empowers adults with technical, business, and college skills to join the workforce. Earn a high school diploma or GED. Visit a USU Learning Center or email gina.grover@sjsd.org to learn more.
Welcome back to San Juan High School in Blanding. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live as we're underway in the second quarter in the boys game. San Juan and Kanab all tied at 15 apiece. The Broncos miss a shot to start us off here in the frame, though. And Kanab a chance to regain the lead on their first possession of the quarter, and they do as Carson Visser spins and hits the 10-footer. Man, he's like clockwork there.
Yeah, he doesn't hesitate. You can tell he's very comfortable with the ball in his hands and shooting the basketball.
McNaughton has it for San Juan, hands off to Baylor Nielsen, pulls up from 17 and hits. And now all 5 starters have scored for San Juan as they spread the scoring around, and all tied again, 17 apiece here.
Yeah, that's a good offensive look down there on the baseline.
Tice Hill misses from 3, rebounded by San Juan. Broncos run in transition. Well, they were. Cole Duke decided to dump it back as he was going to the hole, and that's going to end up being a steal and a turnover. And hitting, is that 12 or 4 who hit
number
it? Okay.
12.
Let me get this all worked out here as Trey Castano hits the 3 and a 20-17 lead. So the turnover hurts San Juan there. But only 2 here in this first half for both teams so far. Trip Palmer will try to answer from 3 but misses everything. And it's pulled down by Kanab. They'll work it across. Brown goes cross court. They'll send it back up top. A 3 for Castano again. No this time, and it's rebounded by San Juan. Jagger Neves on the dribble. We'll hand off to Trip Palmer, and he'll slow it up a bit. Kicks it back out to Jagger, and he provided a little screen, and Jagger uses it for the 3. He has 8, and we're all tied at 20.
And Jagger's really found that shot of his here, which has been so big for the Broncos to have a little bit more outside shooting.
There's Carson Visser's bread and butter. That's that spinning 10-footer, but he misses here. San Juan gets the rebound. Now it's stolen by Kanab. And the Cowboys run the floor. They lose the handle and boot it out of bounds, though. Tice Hill lost the possession, and that turns it back over to San Juan.
Now there's that hustle and that energy that Jagger Neves brings. Bad turnover by the Broncos, but he doesn't give up on the play and comes down and makes a heck of a defensive effort.
So he actually probably partially blocked that, I would guess, huh?
Probably, yeah, he got his hand in there. I don't know if that was before he was shooting or what, but that was a great defensive play.
And so San Juan will work it back in the offensive end. Jagger Neves right of the paint, puts up a shot, no. Trip Palmer right there for the rebound, though. San Juan gets another opportunity. Brig Palmer now back out to Cole Duke, up high. He drives to the bucket, misses the layup try, but he is fouled as he goes up, and he'll shoot 2. This will be the second on Trey Castano. So both he and Latimer Glover have 2 fouls apiece here in this first half. They called Kanab for 7 fouls in the first quarter, San Juan only for 2, and now it's up to 8-2 as Kanab gets the first call against here in this second quarter. Cole Duke gets the first of 2 foul shots.
Yeah, and Kanab came out in that last defensive possession running a different defense. They're in that 1-3-1 half-court trap. I'll be curious to see how long they kind of stay in that, but getting out of that 2-3 that he ran the whole first quarter. So
Broncos take the lead again, 22-20 now, with a couple of foul shots from Cole Duke, and now the ball deflected out of bounds, they say, off Kanab. And San Juan will take it.
Cole Duke smiling down there. I think he kind of knows, but I guess he'll take it. So
Kanab turns it over officially, I guess, here. And the Broncos have it in the offensive end. As Trip Palmer has it down low on the left side, they'll swing it back out to Jagger Neves. Drives inside the arc, slings it cross court for Brig Palmer. Palmer will get a return pass from Trip Palmer. Now into the middle, George McNaughton finds Cole Duke on the wing. Now the ball is knocked away. San Juan recovers, though, and Jagger Neves floats the 3, running out of time on the shot clock. It's nowhere close, and pulled down by Kanab. Cowboys quickly into the corner, now into the middle for Visser. He pulls up from 3 feet and hits no problem.
Yeah, that last possession for San Juan, Kanab getting a lot of ball pressure in this new 1-3-1 look that they're running here. So San Juan needs to get into a set here, see if they can find an open guy and break it.
Carson Visser is the leading scorer so far this afternoon with 11, as Kanab steals the ball away from San Juan here. And in transition, they're going to have to slow it up as the Bronco defense recover, but now Kyle Brown's wide open on the left wing. He'll dribble in. I'm not sure why he didn't take the 3 there, but he'll kick it back out near the midcourt line to Castano. Now onto the right wing for Glover. Back up top, Castano. Now Visser. There's his patented spin shot, and he hits it from the free throw line once again.
Yeah, he loves that little mid-range shot from the foul line, and he's had really good success doing it.
He's up to 13 points. That's more than half of Kanab's offense as they lead 24-22. We're going to get a jump ball here as they battle for it at midcourt. And in essence, this will operate as a turnover as Kanab will get the ball back here.
Got some substitutions happening here. We get Cash back in for George, and we've got Brig Palmer out here too. We kind of failed to mention when he came in for Baylor Nielsen, so the sophomore getting a little bit of time out here too.
And Kanab will set it up offensively here with just over 3.5 to go in this first half now. As, wow, spinning and hitting from 17 this time is Carson Visser. I guess he's just, he's accurate from wherever he is.
That might be his shot right there.
He spins and shoots, and now San Juan turns it over as they throw an interception, but dribbling out of bounds on the far side, I think, was Easton Gilbert. Are they going to call a foul here?
Yep, they got number 5 with a push.
Yeah, so that's his second. So I guess the Broncos had already kind of knocked it away. And the Kanab folks know the refs by name as well over here, so that tells you something as I'm hearing the calls from out here. That's funny.
I love it. Love the competition. Love competitiveness.
San Juan was a little out of sorts as they inbounded in the backcourt there, so Coach Nielsen is going to call a timeout. 3:13 to go in what has been a fun first half. Kanab leads 26-22. That is the biggest lead for either team. We will take a quick break as well and return to San Juan High School in Blanding. High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
For over 75 years, San Juan Health has offered top medical care in Blanding, Monticello, and Spanish Valley. Visit sanjuanhealth.org for our services. San Juan Health, chasing perfection since 1947.
Need fast internet in San Juan County? Emory Telcom delivers blazing fast fiber with no contracts and free installation. Power your home with reliable connectivity. Visit emorytelcom.com for details today.
San Juan Public Health in Blanding offers vital records, immunizations, WIC, and health education. Protect your family's health with our services. Visit 735 South 200 West or call 43558733838.
Welcome back to San Juan High School in Blanding. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live as we get back underway following the San Juan timeout. 3:10 to go in a first half of what's been an exciting game, but now San Juan turns it over again. So the Broncos have committed 2 or 3 turnovers lately. Kanab is going to make him pay as Kyle Brown runs the floor, takes a pass, lays it in, and he'll get a foul as well. And a chance to add one here.
Yeah, that little defensive switch that Kanab got into. I didn't notice what set they were in right there, but they did switch to that 1-3-1 for those last couple possessions, and it has been a little bit trickier for San Juan to figure that one out. So,
and Brown adds the one, so he makes it a 3-point play. It's 29-22 in favor of Kanab. This is the biggest lead for either team here, so San Juan's got to be careful not to let themselves fall in too much of a hole here. It's been the turnovers that have hurt them. We were tied at 2, but San Juan now 6 turnovers to 4. Some quick passing here, and Jagger Neves has it at the free throw line. Now Cole Duke right wing 3, no. Rebounded by Kanab. So the Broncos miss an opportunity here. Now San Juan steals it though. They're going to run the floor. Cole Duke with, he tried, missed the layup, and now it goes out of bounds. Off of.
They're discussing something here.
I did see it hit the head of Baylor Nielsen, but I'm not sure who knocked it out last. It's going to be.
Looks like it's
going to be a foul apparently.
Oh, we're
on
going
Kanab.
to call a foul. Okay.
That's going to be on Grady Anderson.
So San Juan will keep the possession here after the good defense.
Yeah, so it didn't matter if who knocked it out of bounds. San Juan's going to keep the ball here. And Coach Glazier wanting an explanation here maybe. Maybe it looks like he's satisfied, so he gets a guy in off the bench as Castano comes off. Tice Hill back in the game for Kanab. Jagger Neves lobs it up for Trip Palmer, and it's in traffic, and a whistle as they battle for it. I think it's going to be a foul on Trip Palmer here.
Yep, they're going to get tripped for the push here. So, man, San Juan, again, struggled a little bit here in the second quarter, taking care of the basketball.
Yeah, that was another turnover right there. So 7 on the Broncos here after they were at 2 starting this second quarter. And Kanab will work it into the offensive end. I can't tell what that guy's number is over there. That's 0.
0 on the court.
That's Grady Anderson. Well, they found a man under, but he'll kick it out for Anderson, and I see why as Anderson hits the 3. And now a 10-point lead for Kanab. Boy, Jagger thought about the 3 to answer, but pulls it down. Now gets a return pass. He's in the corner working on the defense of Kyle Brown. Up top they go Cole Duke. Bounce it to the right of the lane for Cash Palmer. Kicks it back out. Now Trip Palmer at the free throw line. Spins away from the D. Misses the 9-footer. And the rebound tipped back out to Kanab.
Yeah, San Juan's kind of got a little bit cold offensively here. They got to find a way to produce a little bit more offense here.
Grady Anderson has it in the midcourt circle for Kanab. Hands off to Kyle Brown. Top of the key, dribble right side. It opens up for him. He goes right to the hole and lays it up and in. Nobody contested him. And Jagger will now run it across for the Cowboys. We got some little kids on the sideline over here being escorted by the ref. As Jagger will pull up from straight away, misses the 3. He is going to get a foul here and should shoot 3 as Grady Anderson made contact.
Yeah, that'll be good for San Juan. See if they can stop the bleeding here a little bit. Were we tied at 22s and now it's 34-22?
Yeah, I believe so.
A little bit of a run for Kanab here. So this will be a good way to kind of stop that and get San Juan back on the board.
Yeah, 12 unanswered here for Kanab, I believe. Maybe 14. I don't know who it was who tied it up last, but we'll see if Jagger can stop this Cowboy run. He's not able to on the first as he misses wide left. He's got 2 more chances, though, on the 3-point foul. And this all happening with 1:20 to go in the first half of what's been a good half. Jagger does score on the second, so that makes it 34-23, it's an 11-point game. So a double-digit lead Kanab has stretched out here in this second quarter. And Jagger Neves is going to try to add one here to get him a little closer. He does get the roll. That took a little while, but it dropped. So he's the first San Juan Bronco into double-digit scoring. He's got 10 with that one, and it's a 10-point game, 34-24. There's a pass underneath for Brown. He'll drive right under the basket to the left side. Back up top for Visser. He'll take the three, no, and rebounded by San Juan. Cole Duke will run it up. Hand off to Jagger Neves. Sling it cross court. Baylor Nielsen puts up the three, and was on line, but a little bit long. George McNaughton battling for the rebound underneath. Can't get it. It goes out of bounds off George.
Yeah, it was good effort there by George. He's 1 against 4 down there and almost came up with that thing. So.
And Kanab not going to have to deal with any kind of press from San Juan. We saw the Broncos come back last night against Parowan. They're going to have to do the same against Kanab today. Down by 10 with 40 seconds to go in the first half. Visser finds Anderson left side. He'll kick to Brown, who hits the three from 23 feet.
Man, this Brown kid's been kind of fun to watch and impressive. He's not overly flashy, but he's very just consistent, takes care of the ball, makes shots when he has them. He doesn't force things. He's real asset here for the Kanab Cowboys.
Jagger really thought hard about the three from the top of the key, but doesn't take it. He'll get a return pass, though. Lob it up for Trip Palmer. A little alley-oop layup off the glass for Palmer is good.
Man, good look there from Jagger to find Trip underneath.
Now a three for Anderson, wide left off the glass, and a foul.
Oh, man, that's
will
going to
end the quarter, and I think
San Juan's going to be shooting.
Yeah, San Juan will shoot. So that's a three off the mark. San Juan with the rebound and a foul. You'll have to help me with the number on this foul if we can find that.
Number 11, and that's his third.
And a technical foul here. And a technical foul is coming.
Did they throw it?
Yeah. That is going to be the third foul on Latimer Glover, and then we're going to get a technical on someone. And they're going to talk it over.
Got a technical on number 4.
Tice Hill will get the technical foul. And last night we kind of had a weird situation. I'm thinking that's 2 on Tice Hill, plus the foul on Latimer Glover. So it should be 4 shots here for San Juan. And I don't know how, if that continues into where they'll have possession to start the third quarter or what.
Well, there's still second left.
Oh, there is time. Okay,
yeah,
I didn't realize there was
second
time.
left. So, yeah, they'll get, I guess Sam will
They'll
get the
ball,
inbound here,
gotcha.
and then whoever's got the possession arrow, which it looks like it's the Broncos. So.
I thought it came with time expired, but there is a second remaining. So, wow, boy, San Juan could make this a 7-point game if Duke can make all these, and he's the right guy to have at the line today. He's got 5 points now, all from the free throw line. He does make this one, pull San Juan back to within 10. And the second shot rims in. I think the refs are trying to get Coach Glazier off the floor here, and the coaches to kind of sit down for Kanab.
So I think you're going to have Cole Duke take all the foul
all
shots.
4 of them, yeah.
So
he's the right guy right now. He's got the hot hand. But that one rims off, so.
Stinking announcers jinx,
I
man.
tell you what, man. And he'll try to make this an 8-point game. He does. As Duke now has 7 points for San Juan. It's 37-29. San Juan will have the ball on the far sideline, but only 1 second remaining in the half. So the question is, can they inbound and get an immediate shot? The technical foul is going to be on number 2, so
yeah,
that'll go to Kyle Brown. So that's going to confuse my iPad.
Wait, no. I think they were saying put 2 seconds back on the clock. It was number 4 that got the technical, right?
But he just came over and corrected it. I think it said the technical foul was on number 2.
Oh, did they? Okay.
I think that's what he said. I guess we'll find out later on.
I can't follow what's going on here. But.
San Juan gets it in, and an immediate shot from Trip Palmer was in time, but it sails wide. So I'm going to move that to number 2 on the foul. If so, Kyle Brown has 2 fouls, and Tice Hill back down to 1. We'll see if that pans out in the second half, but an interesting finish as Trip Palmer missed the final shot of the quarter. But it was a good effort by the Broncos, who are back to within 8 after falling down by as much as, I think, 12 they were trailing in that first half. 37-29 is the halftime score. We'll take a break and return with first half statistics. Stay with us. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
San Juan Building Supply in Blanding has lumber, tools, and building materials for any project. Enjoy quality products and expert advice. Call 435-678-2000 or come in and see us at 1050 South Main Street.
Canyonlands Tire and Blanding offers top quality tires, auto repairs, and fast service. Stop by for all your tire needs. Your local tire experts at Canyonlands Tire.
Ready to own a home in Utah or Colorado? The Britt Barton team at Primary Residential Mortgage, with over 30 years experience, crafts personalized loans with top rates and expert support. Buying, refinancing, or building your dream home? We've got you covered. Sit with Britt and begin your home ownership adventure. Visit our local pros for all your mortgage lending needs. Primary Residential Mortgage Incorporated is an equal housing lender, MLS number 3094.
Planning a weekend project? Red's Ace Hardware in Blanding has paint, tools, grills, and yard supplies from top brands like Craftsman and Weber. Visit us for great deals and expert advice.
Utah is our home, unique in its strengths and struggles. And sadly, suicide in Utah is one of our greatest challenges. So people across the state are coming together to answer the call, to change our culture around suicide and mental health, to give hope and provide genuine help. Together, we can get through, lift up, look ahead, and live on. Learn how you can reach out at liveonutah.org.
Since 2009, Blue Mountain Hospital has set the standard for rural healthcare, bringing excellence in healing, quality care, and inspired staff to San Juan County. We offer the county's only accredited sleep center, compassionate labor and delivery, top-tier emergency care, and flexible dialysis options. At BMH, our comprehensive services are delivered by a passionate team. Visit bmhutah.org to learn more. We can't wait to meet you.
Welcome back live to San Juan High School in Blanding. High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Second game of a Region 18 doubleheader this afternoon sees the San Juan boys trailing the Kanab Cowboys 37-29. At the break, Kanab is the 2A defending state champions. The girls lost to Kanab in game one, 62-16, I believe it was. No, sorry, 62-36. I don't know what I'm thinking. But really selling San Juan short there. But we'll look at these first half stats, and it was a good first half. The Broncos did allow a 14-point run for Kanab, or I think it was a 12-point run, but they trailed by as much as 13 in that first half. And the Broncos and Cowboys tied after the first quarter, 15 apiece, in what was a barn burner of an opening quarter, and then Kanab outscores San Juan 22-14 in the second quarter. But 3 foul shot buckets at the end of the quarter there help it be a little bit closer than it would have been. 37-29 is a lot better than 37-26. So San Juan kind of crawled back into it a little bit there late. But we'll look at the shooting, and Kanab out shooting San Juan 13 of 28 from the floor for 46%. San Juan 7 of 22 for 32%. Broncos 5 of 13 from inside the arc for 39%. Kanab is 8 of 12 for 67% from inside the arc. From long range, Kanab winning in that department as well, 5 of 16 for 31%, where San Juan is 2 of 9 for 22. Free throws, Kanab a perfect 6 of 6, San Juan 13 of 17. So it looks a lot like it did last night, where the Broncos got a lot more chances from the free throw line. And they've made the most of it. 77% is pretty good. That's above where you want to be from the foul line. Kanab out rebounding San Juan in the first half, 15-13. San Juan does have 4 offensive rebounds to Kanab's 3, however. And the turnovers, San Juan turned it over 7 times to 5 in that first half. I've got 1 block shot for both teams. 3 steals for Kanab, where San Juan has 1. And all this is, of course, unofficial, but we'll look at the individual scoring now, and I think I have this correct. It's Carson Visser who's been so strong for Kanab in that first half. 15 points in the first and second quarters. Kyle Brown has 10. And then 3 points for everybody else. Grady Anderson, Tice Hill, Easton Gilberg, and Trey Castano, all with 3 apiece. They did hit 5 3-point baskets, and all of those are 1 apiece for everybody. Carson Visser, Trey Castano, Tice Hill, Kyle Brown, and Grady Anderson, all with 1 3 apiece. So I guess they can all shoot the 3. San Juan individually is led by Jagger Neves, just like last night. He's got 10 on the day so far. Cole Duke has 7, 6 for Trip Palmer, and 2 each for George McNaughton, Baylor Nielsen, and Cash Palmer. 2 3-point baskets for San Juan, both from Jagger Neves in that first half. So obviously the Broncos are going to have to try to find a way to reestablish momentum in the second half, Bobby, and they've seen what Kanab has to offer. And we'll see if they can battle back in this thing like they did last night.
Yeah, it feels a lot like last night, like that second quarter, I think, is where Parowan kind of started jumping on them a little bit. And same thing here with Kanab. So San Juan's been here, and I think they've done a pretty good job matching up with Kanab so far in the game. I think the big difference has been the turnovers. I know they're pretty similar, but I think Kanab's taken a little bit more advantage of the turnovers that San Juan has committed. And so I felt like that's kind of where Kanab started pulling away a little bit on that lead, is when San Juan got a little careless with the basketball. So look to clean that up, and I think San Juan should just be okay, and they'll be fine to keep this thing close and hopefully put themselves in a spot where they can make a little comeback like we saw last night. So,
well, they're down by just 8 points at the halftime break. We'll step aside one final time. We'll come back for the start of the third quarter. San Juan trailing Kanab 37-29 here in the San Juan Gym in Blanding. It is High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Diamond Propane in Blanding, Utah is the only locally owned and operated propane dealer in San Juan County. Call Chas Jacobson today at 435-678-2010 to fill your tank. Diamond Propane is a proud sponsor of local high school sports.
San Juan Credit Union, providing exceptional financial products in southeastern Utah for over 60 years, is proud to support our local high schools. With branches in Blanding, Monticello, and Bluff, along with an ATM in Montezuma Creek, access to those products is easier than ever. San Juan Credit Union offers checking and saving accounts, bill pay, a wide array of loans, and much more, all on a full-service website and mobile app. Plus, they're federally insured by the National Credit Union Association. San Juan Credit Union, your money, your future, your credit union.
In career and technical education, your classroom is more than a place to learn. It's where your future begins. Here, you will learn real-world skills, explore your passions, and turn your talent into opportunity. Whether you are drawn to healthcare technology, trades, or design, CTE helps you take that next step with confidence, learn the skills, build your dream, and step into your career, starting today.
Need fast internet in San Juan County? Emory Telcom delivers blazing fast fiber with no contracts and free installation. Power your home with reliable connectivity. Visit emorytelcom.com for details today.
Here at Lyle Northern Electric, we take pride in our highly qualified team, dedicated to serving our community. Whether you need commercial, residential, or solar electrical services, our certified experts are ready to meet your needs. We are proud to support our community, especially our youth and high school athletics. Lyle Northern Electric, serving our community since 1957.
At Energy Fuels, creating opportunities and participating in the local community is important to us. Thanks to our dedicated employees, we're safely producing critical materials that support cleaner energy sources and a better planet for future generations. Knowing that the youth of today will make great contributions tomorrow, Energy Fuels is a proud supporter of high school athletics within our communities.
Welcome back to San Juan High School in Blanding, Utah, the site of our high school hoops matchup today on Red Rock 92
and StreamUtah.Live. And it's the second of our 2 matchups today between San Juan and Kanab. The girls suffering a loss in game 1. The San Juan boys down by 8 as we start the third quarter here. And San Juan has the basketball. Jagger Neves at the top of the key will work it to Cole Duke left side, gets it right back. And now to Baylor Nielsen right wing, finds Trip Palmer in traffic. They'll kick it back out to Jagger, drives into the paint, kicks it right side. Baylor Nielsen off the mark with his 3, and it's pulled down by Kanab, so the Broncos unable to score on their first possession of the third quarter. And Kyle Brown has it for the Cowboys. He was teed up at the end of the first half. We'll see if that impacts anything here today. There's that famous spinning shot for Carson Visser, but he missed this time, and on the rebound, Kanab draws a San Juan foul.
Yeah, and Kanab started doing that a little bit better there towards the end of the second quarter. I thought it was crashing the offensive boards, and so San Juan needs to do a better job making sure that doesn't happen here, giving these guys a second chance opportunity.
Cowboys out rebounding San Juan unofficially 17-13. And there's a missed shot from close in from Kyle Brown. San Juan will take that and get the rebound. Trip Palmer up there. And the Broncos have it set up. George McNaughton on the baseline is hemmed in. He'll kick it back out to Duke. Gets it right back, spins into the lane, makes a move around Visser and scores. Good play by the 6'3 senior.
Yeah, good job by George, and they've had some good looks down there tonight, so way to get that one to fall.
Broncos have scored 5 unanswered points and are now back to within 6. Kyle Brown has it way out high on the right wing for Kanab. He'll come cross court for Tice Hill. Puts up the 3, no. And Kanab battles themselves out of bounds with the rebound. And so that'll turn it over to San Juan. I don't think they ever really got the rebound. So San Juan will get the dead ball rebound, and the Broncos will work it out of the backcourt here. No press from Kanab. Jagger Neves walks it across, surveys the scene, gives to Baylor Nielsen. He dumps it inside the arc to George McNaughton, who's immediately fouled by Latimer Glover, and that's the 4th of the day on Glover.
Early foul trouble there for the Kanab Cowboys, so that's going to change things up for them here early.
So my guess is we're going to see Easton Gilbert a whole lot more in this second half now that Glover's in foul trouble. And up top, San Juan goes to Cole Duke, back to Baylor Nielsen. He'll dribble to the top of the key. Now to Jagger Neves. Little give and go with George McNaughton. He had it in the corner, now finds Trip Palmer on the baseline. Now George McNaughton's open at the free throw line, dribbles in, double pump, off the glass, too short, and a foul on the rebound against San Juan.
Yeah, we're going to get Trip going over the top there. Kanab did a good job getting that position down there and getting Trip to commit the foul. So
that is the second on the 6'5 senior for San Juan. The Broncos have 2 fouls in the third quarter. They're down 37-31 to Kanab. Here's Easton Gilbert on the drive across the top of the key. They'll bounce it down low. Kyle Brown misses the floater as he sails out of bounds. It's rebounded by San Juan. Broncos in transition, pulling up from 10 feet, and hitting the shot is Trip Palmer.
Good job by Trip, just being confident right there again. That's his shot. He's hit that a couple times tonight, so way to step up, make that big-time shot for the Broncos.
And San Juan's back to within 4, but never mind about that as Trey Castano hits a pull-up jumper. And it's a 6-point lead again, 39-33. Part of that Kanab run was that San Juan's shooting fell cold, so if they can keep it hot, you know, they'll kind of trade baskets back and forth with these guys, but Palmer missed from right underneath the bucket right here, trying to lay that in, and it's rebounded by Kanab. Ball sails out of bounds on the far side as Kanab transitions in, and it's off San Juan as they deflected it down in the corner. So the Cowboys will reset on the far sideline with 29 on the shot clock. Castano is going to lob it cross court for Tice Hill. Now up to the top of the key, draining the 3 is a 2.
Yeah,
okay.
His foot was on the line.
Carson Visser gets the 2. That's his bread and butter is a 2. I don't know if he's a 3 guy, Bobby.
That was dang near a 3.
That was pretty close. And it's good for San Juan that it wasn't. Jagger Neves down in the corner now with the ball. Trip Palmer bounces it a little too high for George McNaughton, but he corrals it, goes
around underneath the bucket, lays it up and in, and the Broncos stay within 6.
Yeah, George finding some success here early on in the second quarter, or in the second half.
Now Kanab throws it away on the far side. Unforced error will turn it back over to San Juan. 6 turnovers for the Cowboys in the game now. San Juan has 7. Down under 4:20 to go in this third quarter.
Yeah, San Juan needs to find a way to take advantage of some of these turnovers. I feel like they didn't do as good of a job of that in the first half, but getting an extra shot here to close this gap would be big.
Cole Duke was wide open left wing, elects to drive into the lane and misses a pull-up shot instead. Rebounded by Kanab. They're on the run. It's Easton Gilbert for the Cowboys. Now spinning in the lane, missing the 5-footer is Carson Visser. San Juan gets the rebound, and they'll have an opportunity to cut into this lead here. Jagger Neves on the left wing, dumps it inside for George McNaughton. Drives left of the bucket, pulls away from Visser, floats it off the glass, no good. Rebound and the putback try. Jagger Neves is fouled as he goes up.
Man, Jagger Neves doing what he's doing last night, coming in and getting those tough offensive rebounds, going back up and getting himself to the foul line. That's a good job. It's good effort there by number 2.
And that'll be the 3rd foul on Trey Castano, the senior guard for Kanab. And their 2nd here in the third quarter. Jagger Neves at the line for the Broncos. He does not get the roll on his first shot.
You got Randall Black coming in here for Baylor Nielsen, and Randall had a lot of time down the stretch last night, the junior. So Coach Nielsen obviously liking what he saw last night and giving Randall some more time here.
Neves is going to try to make this a 5-point game. He's not able to as he misses both from the line that time. Kanab pulls down the loose ball. Kyle Brown on the drive into the lane. He'll kick to the right wing. 3 for Hill, yes. And it is back to a 9-point lead for Kanab with that one, 44-35. 3:20 to go in the third quarter. Jagger Neves left wing for Cole Duke. Into traffic for George McNaughton, but he wrestles the ball away. Neves pulls up at the free throw line, a whistle as he rises up. They may consider this a shooting foul.
I think they said he was passing, yeah. They specified that was on a pass, so they'll take this underneath.
Oh, it is Easton Gilbert's third, Gilberg's third, excuse me. And the 3rd for Kanab in this quarter, as San Juan will reset a fresh shot clock here. Cole Duke is wide open in the right corner, puts the 3 up and hits it. Duke with 10 points. San Juan makes it 44-38. Hill trying to answer, he can't, but they get Kanab gets their own rebound and draws a San Juan foul.
That's good for Cole Duke down there on the offensive side. See one go in for him. It's always hardest to get your first one, so once you see that one go through, I'm sure that he's going to be trying to get a couple more to fall here.
And Hill will inbound to Castano, gets it to Visser, just right of the paint. Spins away from George McNaughton, leans in, misses the shot. He's going to get his own rebound, though. A little short on his second try, and a whistle on the rebound there. And this will be a foul on Kanab. Send it back San Juan's way. That'll be Visser's 2nd, and he'll come off.
Yeah, good job by San Juan. Good solid defense down there. He got a couple extra opportunities, but they kept up the pressure and able to get out of that without giving up any points.
And Jagger Neves will dribble it across for San Juan. On to Cole Duke, left wing. Back to Neves. Now Trip Palmer spinning at the free throw line, or he's just inside the free throw line. His cross-court pass is slapped out of bounds by Tice Hill. And so San Juan will inbound from the far sideline with 21 on the shot clock as George McNaughton comes out in favor of Cash Palmer. Cole Duke will inbound to Jagger Neves. Neves surveying the scene with now 17 on the shot. At the top of the key, finds Trip Palmer at the free throw line. Goes left side for Cole Duke, gets it back for 3. Trip Palmer, no. Rebounded by Jagger Neves, though. He continues to be all over the place. Down into the corner, Cole Duke misses from 3.
That's a good look there. Again, Jagger creating more offense for the Broncos, and it's a wide open look over there for Cole Duke, and he just hit one, so I thought it was a really good shot.
Kanab had it set up in the offensive end, but Coach Glazier is going to call a timeout. 2:06 left in the third quarter. It's a 6-point lead for Kanab, the 2A state defending champions. 44-38 is the score. We'll step aside as well and return to San Juan High School in Blanding. High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
San Juan County Adult Education empowers adults with technical, business, and college skills to join the workforce. Earn a high school diploma or GED. Visit a USU Learning Center or email gina.grover@sjsd.org to learn more.
Desert Rivers Credit Union offers mortgages, low fees, and great rates for all credit scores. Enjoy local service and a nationwide ATM network. Desert Rivers Credit Union, for people, not profit.
Get the resources and quality of a big school education and the support of a smaller school at Utah State Blanding. Explore over 70 degree and certificate programs to find your perfect fit and experience personalized learning with small class sizes and dedicated faculty while getting the classic college experience. A Utah State education is affordable too, thanks to competitive tuition and tons of scholarship opportunities. Visit blanding.usu.edu to learn more about becoming an Aggie in Blanding.
Welcome back live to San Juan High School in Blanding as we get back underway after the Kanab timeout. They're going to get an immediate shot and a three-point basket for Trey Castano. Makes it a 47-38 lead.
Man, Kanab's had a hot hand from those three-point shots tonight. They shot the three ball really, really well.
Yeah. Cole Duke gets it left wing for San Juan to Cash Palmer, and he gets the roll from the free throw line. So San Juan stays within 7. It's 47-40. 90 seconds to go in the third quarter, so still a lot of time left in this game. Kyle Brown has it down in the corner for Kanab. Dump it out high. Boy, I thought that Gilbert just ran with the ball, but they let him continue, and now Kyle Brown is fouled as he shoots from 18 feet on the right wing, and this will be the second on Jagger Neves. Brown will go to the line.
Yeah, as far as San Juan's concerned, I don't know if they really have anybody in foul trouble yet, which is different. Last night they had a couple guys battling that, so that's been awesome for San Juan not to have to deal with that. They can be a little bit more aggressive here, come down stretch.
Kyle Brown gets a friendly roll on that first shot. That makes it an 8-point game, 48-40. As we get Anderson back in for Kanab. Another player as well, I think it was Tice Hill who came back in. Oh no, excuse me, that was Visser who came back in.
Yeah.
Kyle Brown missed the second of the two shots. San Juan pulls it down. What were you going to say? Sorry.
Oh, no. I don't even remember what I was going to say, but that was a travel there by Cole Duke trying to force the ball down, and it was covered by the time he realized it and pulled up and just kind of got caught in a bad spot there.
So that'll turn it back over to Kanab, and now San Juan's got to be careful not to allow them to maintain this momentum. The Broncos are down by 8, 48-40, nearing the final minute of the third quarter. Visser has it for Kanab. Cross court to Gilbert. Now Anderson up top. Back to Gilbert for three. No. And San Juan a good defensive rebound here. Trip Palmer pulls it down. Now working across the line. Jagger Neves on the left wing out high. Up top for Cole Duke. Neves gets it back. Still on the wing. Now Cash Palmer will pull up from 8 and hits.
Man, Cash Palmer's found that little mid-range shot there too. That's 2 in a row for him. So, I mean, that could be something that San Juan can continue to lean on here.
He's got 6 on the afternoon. Here's a 3 on the way for Anderson, no good. Rebounded by San Juan. The Broncos have a chance to keep making this closer. After the failed shot right there from Kanab. Jagger Neves in the midcourt circle. 2-second disparity on the shot clock here. Maybe it's 1. 20 seconds left in the quarter. San Juan down 48-42. Could make it a 4-point game right here. Neves on the wing, goes left side for Cole Duke. Underneath for Trip Palmer. He's fouled as he rises up. He'll go to the line and shoot 2 with 7.5 seconds left. And that will be the third foul on Carson Visser. That did look like a lot of ball to me. I don't know. Maybe a little bit of a hand flick, but I'm not sure.
Hell, I like that style of play from Trip, posting up, being physical down low. I mean, that's what he's got to do. I mean, he's a big, physical, strong kid down there. So that's a good shot selection, I think, there by Trip.
He's got 9 points now as he makes the first of 2. And that's a big bucket right there. That makes it a 5-point game, 48-43. We'll see if San Juan can make this a 4-point deficit right here with just over 7 seconds to go in the quarter. Nothing but net for Palmer on the second. It is 48-44. Running out of time. Here comes Kanab on the run. Kyle Brown right up the middle, but he airballed the runner. And San Juan has half a second to go. Maybe a miracle shot right here. as they get it in. Nope, Cole Duke's not going to have any space as Carson Visser, the big senior, was right in his face. So that's the way the quarter ends, and the Broncos right in this with 8 minutes to go, 48-44. We'll return to San Juan High School in Blanding for the fourth quarter. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Blue Mountain Foods, Monticello's hometown grocer, offers fresh meat, deli, bakery, and curbside pickup. Check BlueMountainFoods.com for weekly specials. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 64 West Center Street.
Utah Navajo Health System is a series of community health centers providing medical, dental, and behavioral health care to Utah Navajo. With operations in Blanding, Montezuma Creek, Monument Valley, Navajo Mountain, and Monticello, UNHS offers a remarkable variety of services to our patients throughout San Juan County and the northern portion of Navajo Nation.
For over 75 years, San Juan Health has offered top medical care in Blanding, Monticello, and Spanish Valley. Visit sanjuanhealth.org for our services. San Juan Health, chasing perfection since 1947.
We welcome you back live to San Juan High School in Blanding. High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. It's Rhett Sifford and Bobby Bowering on the commentary for you. Caleb Carr, Cortland Lyman back behind us running all the video that you're watching and enjoying. For those of you on the radio, sorry, there's no video attached to that. We are back underway, start the fourth quarter. 3 ball on the way for Tice Hill for Kanab, no good. But right there to clean it up is Carson Visser. He hits the 6-footer. I don't know if you call that a putback at all or not, but it is a second chance bucket. And now Trip Palmer drives to the basket. Whole lot of physicality in there. He's not able to get a real good shot, and it's pulled down by Kanab, so they've got a chance to add to the lead, which is back up to 6.
A quick timeout here by Kanab. But, yeah, San Juan did a really good job coming out of, in that third quarter, getting that lead cut down by Kanab. So they don't want to relinquish any of that here quick in the fourth quarter. So.
Right. Yeah, they had pulled as close as 4 points, but now the lead back up to 6. 50-44, and it's going to be a short timeout here. We can pause, let you know that High School Hoops tonight on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live is brought to you in part by Bradford Tire, specializing in fast service with fair prices and quality customer care. Also tonight, Colleen Kays, author of the 7 Dynamos of Organizational Power. Crowley Construction, dirt, roads, driveways, and more. They handle any job, big or small. Dependable Auto Repair. Count on their team of ASE certified technicians for all your auto service. And Diamond Designs, offering a wide variety of quality customized products. Here are the Kanab Cowboys set to inbound in the offensive end with 25 on the shot clock. And it's going to be a San Juan foul as they get the ball in. Very quick call here, and this will be on Cash Palmer, his second of the afternoon. That is the first foul here in the fourth quarter, I'm trying to say. As Brown will inbound, and this time they've got a fresh shot clock. Couple of quick passes, and down low, Brown has it under the basket. Reverse layup is no good. They battle for the rebound. It'll be a jump ball.
Yeah, I think that's going to go to San Juan here. So San Juan, good job getting out of the possession here. See if they can go get this thing back down to 4 points.
Cole Duke will inbound to Jagger Neves. No press from Kanab here. Broncos will dribble it across. Neves goes right side for Baylor Nielsen. Lob it up in the air for Cash Palmer. They tend to give him some space. He's hit a couple on him lately. Jagger Neves misses a shot. On the rebound, a lot of contact in there. They let him go. It's rebounded by Kanab, and the Cowboys have it back in the offensive end. Kyle Brown drive, kick, 3 on the way. Nothing but net for Trey Castano.
And yeah, like we talked about, their three-point shooting all night, and it's came in big moments for the Cowboys.
Baylor Nielsen trying to answer, pulled the trigger in a hurry there, and now the ball sails out of bounds on the rebound in favor of San Juan. That's a break for the Broncos.
Yeah, both those kids, Cash and Visser, going after that rebound, but I think it was a good call. I think that was off Visser, so.
And Jagger Neves will inbound, lob it inside for Trip Palmer. He missed the tap, trying to alley-oop that, and now Cash Palmer is stuffed as he rose up. So a couple misses there, but a couple of offensive rebounds as well, or an offensive rebound, I should say. And that block goes out of bounds, so San Juan will have the opportunity to keep possession here. And now Cash Palmer is wide open, but misses the 7-footer. And that one is pulled down by Kanab, and running in transition, they draw a foul on Trip Palmer.
I think they got Cole Duke actually on that one.
Oh, excuse me. You are correct. I will fix that. As I was going to say, that'd be the third on Trip, but instead it's the second on Cole Duke. And Kyle Brown has it for Kanab now with 6:20 left in the game. It's a 9-point lead again for Kanab, 53-44. The Broncos have been hanging in this thing, but the closest they've gotten since earlier in the game is 4 points. Now San Juan steals it away, and they run in transition, but it's kicked back out near the midcourt line. Trip Palmer will slow it up. Dump it into the free throw line for Jagger Neves. Underneath, Cash Palmer scores and a foul.
Yeah, it's a great job there, Cash, getting that backside position and getting the foul shot, or getting the shot to go down with the foul. So good job. And again, that's San Juan taking advantage of a good defensive stop down there and then turning it into some offense here.
And it is Kyle Brown's third of the day, so he did indeed get called for that technical foul. And Cash Palmer swish on the foul shot. So that pulls San Juan back to within 6. That was a key swing right there. 53-47, under 6 to go, but Kyle Brown answers immediately as they find him at the baseline left of the bucket open. Easy layup for him. San Juan in transition now. Jagger Neves has it near the midcourt circle. Right side, Baylor Nielsen. Well, they've seen him go for 3 all game. This time he goes right around Kyle Brown. Nice finger roll up and in.
Yeah, that's a good finish there at the rim for Baylor.
And now Cash Palmer reaches in to try to wrestle that away from Carson Visser. They're going to call Cash for his third.
Yep, and we're going to get George coming in for him here quick too. So
don't give him a chance to melt down and get teed up here. That can happen sometimes. So Coach Nielsen pulls him off, gives him a chance to rest. Kanab sails the inbound pass all the way across court out of bounds untouched. So that's a break for San Juan. They'll take the turnover and go the other way, as they'll inbound now from the defensive baseline, down by 6, 55-49. Hanging in this thing, down to 5:25 to go though.
Good opportunity for San Juan here to cut into this lead, so see if they can execute offensively.
George McNaughton hops underneath the basket, hands it off to Jagger Neves, who misses the runner, and Kanab throws the ball out of bounds all the way down court, trying to spring Easton Gilbert to the bucket. He had leaked out ahead, but that doesn't work out.
Yeah, Kanab kind of having their struggles now with some turnovers the last couple minutes here. So good opportunity for San Juan here to get this thing a little bit closer.
Yeah, I've got Kanab for 9 turnovers, San Juan for 8 now. So the Broncos have only turned it over twice in this second half. But there's George McNaughton missing from close range. And right now, Bobby, I think some of the biggest struggles for San Juan is that they're not making these close-in buckets.
Yeah, and they've had these opportunities off these turnovers and just have not been able to capitalize. And because of that, they've not been able to get this lead dwindled down to quite where they want it to be at. Kanab doing a pretty good job keeping this thing around like 8 or 9 points.
Yeah, and then Easton Gilbert just drains a 3 for Kanab, and that'll make you start to panic if you're San Juan a little bit, and so that's the struggle there. There's a 3, no good for Baylor Nielsen. And coming back down to answer is Visser for Kanab, and the Cowboys have stretched out an 11-point lead again, 60-49. We're nearing the final 4:20 of this game here. We got a timeout by Kanab, I believe, here on the floor, and so we'll step aside as well. We will return to San Juan High School in Blanding. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Pain or injury sidelining you? Precision Rehab restores you and your loved ones back to peak performance with physical therapy in Monticello, Blanding, Montezuma Creek, and Monument Valley. Covered by most insurances. Call 43567-83869 or visit precisionrehabutah.com.
Holiday Construction is your one-stop source for gravel, concrete, excavation services, and custom hauling. We've proudly served San Juan County with quality and dedication for over 40 years. Call Holiday Construction today at 435-678-2028. We're proud supporters of high school sports and our community.
Welcome back live to San Juan High School in Blanding. High school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Final 4:20 of this one now as the Broncos inbound, trailing Kanab 60-49. San Juan girls suffered a loss in game 1 of this region doubleheader today. Now Trip Palmer drains a 10-footer, and we're going to get a foul off the ball, I think.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I think they're calling something on San Juan, but the question's going to be if it was before or after the shot.
Basket
okay,
will
so
count,
we'll count the shot.
And then a San Juan foul looks like on George McNaughton. So that will send it, well, it was going to go the other way anyway, but that is now the second foul on George McNaughton, plus it is the 4th here in the quarter for San Juan. So one more foul from San Juan, and Kanab will be shooting for the remainder of this game. Oh, Jagger just almost stole that and would have been off to the races, but
San Juan, they do need to start taking a little bit of those chances here. I don't mind that from Jagger. Again, turnovers lead to really good, easy offensive possessions, but that'll do it too. So
he forces a double dribble. He was all over the place between those two players out on the perimeter, and that does force the turnover here. Even though he didn't get the actual ball, he forced the double dribble. So San Juan will take it back. Neves will dribble it across. The Broncos down by 60-51. Drive by Trip Palmer to the bucket, lays it up and in with the finger roll and the foul.
Yeah, they're going to give him the continuation on that too, so that'll be an and one opportunity here for Trip, and that'll cut down that lead here.
Back within 7, San Juan. Going to try to make it 6 right here. Trip Palmer at the line. 3:40 left in this game here this afternoon. It's been a good one, but Kanab has maintained about a 7-point lead, or an average of 7-point lead for the majority. Palmer unable to get him any closer as he misses the foul shot here, and it's rebounded by the Cowboys. Kyle Brown, who has 13 points tonight, out of the midcourt circle.
Yeah, and San Juan giving him a lot of space. Yep, that's good. Jagger needs to come up and get a little more ball pressure, because I'm sure that Kanab's going to do all they can to milk that shot clock and take as much time off the clock here as they can before getting a look.
Yep. There's Carson Visser in traffic, spinning, but can't make the shot from close in. Rebounded by San Juan. Broncos can make this a 5-point game. 4 with a 3. They get it to Trip Palmer, left of the bucket. Missed the shot. A lot of contact as George McNaughton tried with the putback there. And a dunk for Trip Palmer.
They're going to get a timeout here. So good job. San Juan's chipping away here, giving themselves a chance here late.
Trip Palmer got the loose ball, rolls up and slam dunked it in. He has 16 on the night, couple of key offensive rebounds in that sequence for San Juan, and it is a 5-point game. We got a minute timeout here, I think by San Juan, right?
I think San Juan took it, but man, nothing gets the gym lit up like a nice slam dunk from Trip Palmer. That kid's just so athletic and just explosive. You love to see that one-step drop and lay the hammer down. So.
Well, we are brought to you tonight by Flights Gymnastics, a proud supporter of local sports. A great start for your kids. Also tonight, Four Corners Regional Care Center, a skilled nursing and rehab facility in a caring setting. Jones and DeMille Engineering, from infrastructure to quality of life, engineering the future of rural communities. A big thanks to all these sponsors. This has been a fun one. San Juan's making it fun here at the end. We'll see if they can keep battling, get any closer than they've been before. The closest they've been since Kanab established their lead in the second quarter was 4 points. And they're back within 5 right now, so we'll see if the Broncos can get over the hump here as Kanab will inbound and bring it across the line. It's Trey Castano on the dribble against Jagger Neves.
Yeah, interesting. San Juan coming out. They've been playing that 2-3 all game long, and now they elect to play some man-to-man defense here. So be interested to see how this turns out for San Juan. We haven't seen a lot of man from them all year.
And it's going to result in a travel as Kanab will turn it over. So the Broncos can get closer than they've been since the second quarter here. As Cole Duke inbounds to Jagger Neves in the backcourt, and Neves will walk it across. He's on the dribble against Castano. Now right side, Baylor Nielsen back to Jagger, top of the key. Picks up the dribble, goes to Trip Palmer. Palmer right side for Nielsen. Back top for Jagger. Drives through the D. Runs to the hole and misses the runner. But San Juan wrestles the rebound away, and they'll get another opportunity. 3 on the way from Cole Duke, no good though.
Yeah, man, San Juan's done a really good job getting those offensive rebounds all night, but unfortunately that one just doesn't fall.
And Kanab will have it in the offensive end now, and time's starting to run short for San Juan. We're down to 1:50 to go. So Kanab, if they possess for this whole shot clock, could bring it down to 90 seconds. Here is Trey Castano with the basketball on the far side. Trying to dribble around Jagger Neves. Again, the man-on-man for San Juan defensively. And here's Carson Visser spinning, missing from 12 feet, and a foul on the rebound battle. It's going to be against Kyle Brown, I believe, his 4th.
Yep, that'll be, well, I haven't put it up there yet. Somebody up there's got 4. Yeah, that'll be 4 on him too, so.
And that's just 3 for Kanab here in this quarter. So San Juan not in the bonus. And we'll see Jagger Neves get this inbound from Cole Duke and bring it across with 90 seconds to go. San Juan down by 5. Neves at the top of the key. San Juan looking for offense, obviously. A pass is fumbled, though, by George McNaughton. A turnover for San Juan.
Yeah, you don't want to see that if you're San Juan. This is where you got to be taking advantage of that opportunity offensively to cut into this lead. It's still a 2-possession game, so they got to have another good defensive stance here.
And that's been really rare for San Juan in the second half. They turned the ball over a bunch in the first half, but I think that's just their 3rd here in the second half. And now we're going to get a an offensive foul against Kanab. And that will give it back to San Juan. And that'll go against Tice Hill, I think.
Yep, that was against number 4, Tice Hill.
So 4 fouls for both teams in the quarter now, but we are in the final minute.
That could be big coming down the stretch. Either team getting a foul here is going to send the other to the foul line. So
Neves on the dribble, puts up a 7-footer, no good. And they're going to get a foul on Jagger over the back on the rebound here. And so that will put Kanab to the line.
Yep. And again, that's just Jagger just being aggressive, and he's done it all game long. He's done a really good job crashing the boards, but unfortunately that happens sometimes. So.
Yep. San Juan's got plenty to give, oddly enough, here this afternoon, and Kanab has done a good job to not foul anybody out in the second half either. 2 players with 4 fouls each, though, and a couple with 3 as well among the starters. But they're hanging in as Carson Visser hits the foul shot, and he'll have one more opportunity here. That makes it a 6-point lead again. And Visser's second shot off the mark. San Juan taps the rebound out and grabs it. Broncos come the other way quickly. Jagger Neves Euro step to the hole, and he scores right around the defense. San Juan's within 4. This is as close as they've been for the second time since the second quarter. Kyle Brown goes to the hole, misses the layup try in traffic. San Juan gets the rebound, and they run it across. Jagger Neves looking for some help. Gets it to Trip Palmer, back in the corner. Jagger Neves 3 falls off. Rebound, here's a Baylor Nielsen try, that rims off. George McNaughton in traffic under the bucket, and it's gonna be a jump ball.
Ooh, it's gonna be Kanab possession right there too.
So back-to-back offensive rebounds for San Juan, but they weren't ever able to get a shot to fall.
Yeah, and so San Juan, after that last the last made basket, came out in that full court press, and Brown did a pretty good job just going all the way coast to coast and missed his layup down there. So I'll be curious to see what kind of pressure San Juan's going to come out, because obviously they got to come out into something. There's no shot clock. Try and get an early steal here, and then if not, we're going to be fouling pretty quick and hoping that Kanab doesn't hit. So
San Juan down by 4 with 13 seconds left in this one with the timeout now. And we'll let you know that high school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. It's been a fun one here in Game 2 of this Region 18 doubleheader, brought to you in part by Napa Motor Parts. Get everything you need in Blanding and Monticello. San Juan Pharmacy, serving San Juan County and supporting local teams for decades. And Westcott Motors, San Juan County's source for quality, affordable vehicles, westcott-motors.com. Big thanks to all the sponsors who make these broadcasts possible. As we come out of this timeout, it'll be Kanab basketball on the arrow. And so, the Broncos are Going to have to try to find a miracle here with, 16 seconds on the clock. Broncos are going to have to find a way to get this away from Kanab. And then it's going to take something special. But, boy, they got Visser wide open down court, so San Juan's going to have to foul. I love the tapping by George McNaughton there. He's like, hey, I'll foul you.
Softest foul we've had all night.
Yeah, that's right. And so that's George's third, and Kanab will go to the line here. And Kanab just kind of falls back in the prevent defense here in their backcourt. Visser all by himself at the line, drains the first of the two. So that makes it a 5-point lead again for Kanab, 62-57. Not much time off the clock that time, 14 seconds. And Visser's second shot is also good. 63-57, and San Juan will inbound. Here's Jagger Neves running all the way to the hole, missed the layup. George McNaughton is fouled from behind on the rebound. He'll go to the line.
Yep, that'll be 5 on Kanab, so regardless. That'll be in that. That might be 5 on Visser
Visser's
too,
out.
So he might
Visser
be
is out. He'll foul out. So, and we get the student section over there giving the goodbye song, but I don't know if they see the score here with 8.7 seconds left in the game.
Hey, 8 seconds left. You don't know what's going to happen.
That's right. That's right. So who do we have? Okay, so Latimer Glover is the one who I've got to put in on my side. And George McNaughton hits a key foul shot here. Make it 63-58. I think regardless of what happens here, the Broncos can hold their heads high after staying with the defending champs here today. As McNaughton's second shot rims out. A rebound for Kanab and an immediate foul for San Juan. Down under 6 seconds to go. I think he said that was on Baylor Nielsen.
I think so, yep. That's only his first today, so.
Yep. And it puts Kyle Brown to the line. Everybody in the bonus at this point. Obviously into the final 6 seconds of the game here. And Kyle Brown makes no mistake on the front end here. That makes it a 6-point lead. It's going to take a super miracle now for San Juan. Down by 6 with that many seconds to go. And now 7 as Brown hits both. 65-58. San Juan works that same inbound give and go. And Jagger Neves on the drive again, off the glass too hard. Time expires. It was a fine effort by San Juan, but it comes up just short here tonight as they lose by 7 to the defending 2A state champs. 65-58 is the final. We'll step aside as the teams congratulate each other on a fine effort, and we will return with some final game stats as we close it out here from San Juan High School in Blanding. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
At Red Mechanical, we believe strong communities start with strong support, and that includes cheering on our local high school athletes. We've proudly served the Four Corners with dependable HVAC and plumbing solutions, keeping homes and businesses comfortable season after season. From the field to your front door, we're here for you. Red Mechanical, proud supporters of high school sports and our local communities.
With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058.
Buying, selling, or refinancing. Trust Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, Southeastern Utah's only locally owned title company, serving San Juan and Grand counties for over 25 years. Visit us today.
San Juan Public Health in Blanding offers vital records, immunizations, WIC, and health education. Protect your family's health with our services. Visit 735 South 200 West or call 4355-873838.
Welcome back to San Juan High School in Blanding, Utah. High School Hoops postgame show now on Red Rock 92
and StreamUtah.Live. The San Juan girls suffering a 72-36 loss in Game 1 of this Region 18 doubleheader today, and the boys just now suffering a 65-58 loss in Game 2. It was an exciting game, a hard-fought game, but Kanab was able to maintain the lead throughout. But the Broncos can hold their heads high after a hard-fought battle here this afternoon. We'll look at some final game stats. We were all tied at 15 apiece after one quarter, but Kanab established the lead in that second quarter, outscoring San Juan 22-14. Broncos won the third quarter 15-11, but Kanab closed it out with a 17-14 fourth quarter. Foul shots down the stretch helping out in that department. But team shooting today, Kanab winning 42% to 32%. Cowboys 22 of 52 on the day. San Juan was 19 of 59. 2-point shooting, 48% for Kanab, 38% for San Juan. From the three-point range, 9 of 25 for Kanab, 36%, and San Juan was 3 of 17 for 18%. From the free throw line, Kanab winning there, 12 of 14 for 85.7%. And let's see, San Juan was 17 of 25 on the day for 68%. I have the Broncos out rebounding the Cowboys by 1, 35-34. That's all unofficial, of course, but the Broncos with 12 offensive boards in this thing. So that's a good number, but unfortunately weren't able to capitalize a whole lot. Kanab with 7 offensive boards today. And let's see on the turnovers. The Broncos ended up winning that battle. They only turned it over 2 or 3 times in the second half. Ended up with 9 turnovers. Kanab had 11. All unofficial, of course. Blocked shots, Kanab 2, San Juan 1. And steals, I have Kanab for 3 and San Juan with 2. So, again, a hard-fought, pretty even battle. Even the score was fairly even here this afternoon. Only a 7-point win. When you look at the fouling and the late foul shots down the stretch, I mean, it was really probably about a 4-point game here today, and ended up on the official final being a 7-point game. But we'll take a look at the individual scoring now, and Carson Visser had a great game, obviously. We called his name all game long. He ended up with 24 today. Kyle Brown had 15. Trey Castano with 11. Tice Hill and Easton Gilbert with 6 apiece, and 3 for Grady Anderson. The three-point baskets today all over the place for Kanab, man. They had 9 of them. So 3 for Castano, 2 for Tice Hill, and 1 apiece for these 3 guys, Grady Anderson, Kyle Brown, and Carson Visser. So it's like we said, Bobby, they shot the 3 ball really well, and I don't know what you do to defend against that if a team gets hot from long range, other than get in their face. But they shot well from beyond the arc today.
No, they did for sure, and credit to them. Again, there's a reason why they're the defending champions.
Yeah.
They do a lot of things really well, but to your point, I think it's a high note for San Juan to come in here to compete with a team like that. And they were right there. They had their chances. And so obviously you just come in, you learn from those things that you can improve on, and then hopefully when you see these guys again, later on in the season, that you can go get that thing done down in Kanab. So
absolutely, they will get a rematch, that's for sure. It'll be a tougher rematch on their floor, but hey, you never know where these 2 teams will be when that comes in a few weeks. But individual scoring for San Juan, Trip Palmer led the way with a 16-point day. Jagger Neves another great afternoon. He had 12 points today. And Cole Duke was the 3rd man in double-digit scoring for San Juan with 10. Cash Palmer finished the day with 9. 7 for George McNaughton. And Baylor Nielsen had 4. 3-point baskets, there were 3 of them, 2 for Jagger Neves. And the only second half 3 was from Cole Duke. And so the Broncos didn't shoot as well from 3-point range. But, man, you just talk about a team that's tenacious, that stays in it, that never gives up, that always battles. And you're describing the San Juan Broncos, of course. I liked what Easton Nielsen said last night. He's like, we know we have football players who play basketball out on the court, so it might not be pretty all the time, but, man, this team is going to give you 100% from start to finish. Sometimes they have slow starts. Sometimes they have quick starts. Sometimes they look good. Sometimes they look bad, but they're always going to battle for you, and that's what you appreciate with this team. And they hung right in with the defending state champions. Like I said, they can hold their heads high. I think Bobby was going to say some stuff, but I think we'll talk to him in just a minute. We're going to get Easton Nielsen on the mic now and chat with him. Coach, I think
no reason to hang your heads. You can hold your heads high after a game like this today, man. You guys hung in with the defending state champions. I thought you played a great game. You battled hard. I was just talking with Bobby. This is a team that you can guarantee will never give up. You're always going to battle, whether you're looking good or bad, whether it's sloppy or not. I did like what you said last night, that we know we have football players out here on the court playing basketball, but, man, this team is always going to give you 100%, and you had a great game today. You were really close.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to feel good about. I feel like we played a better game today than we did yesterday, so that's the first thing that I really care about, right? You know, you get to play Kanab. You know that's the standard of 2A basketball right now. You know, it's a fun challenge. These guys took state last year. They brought a lot of that same team back, a lot of those same contributors, and it's really fun to be able to put our guys up against them, see where we're at. In the whole game, we felt like, hey, we're right there, right?
Yeah.
We're right there. The biggest thing that this game really came down to was just making shots. They made more shots than we did. That's going to happen on a day-to-day. We did a better job making free throws today, too. You know, I mean, 17 to 25, is that what I'm seeing? Something like that.
Yeah, you were 17 of 25.
Yeah, I mean, that's
68%.
It's a lot better effort than, you know, we doubled our percentage from yesterday.
Yeah.
Early on, those things kept us in the game. So, yeah, we feel pretty dang good about that effort. You know, we had our opportunities. In a game like this, all you can ask for is for a chance. We earned a chance. Didn't make some of the shots we needed to be able to get over the hump tonight. But we'll have another chance, you know.
I was going to say, it seems like you guys sometimes live and die by your cold or hot shooting. That you had a swing there in the second quarter where your shooting fell a little cold, and that allowed Kanab to establish a lead. But, man, when you guys are on, you're hanging right with anybody. You're competing with anybody. And if these kids can somehow find a way to stay hot, I know that sounds easier than it is to stay hot all game. I mean, you guys are right there with anybody.
Yeah, we just got to keep shooting it with confidence. I mean, the reality is, the true reality is that, you know, this group we have, they probably haven't shot the ball as much in their lives as some of these players for Kanab. Okay?
Absolutely.
And that's a challenge that we're obviously working against that's really hard to change at this point, because you can't make up for lost time as easy in that regard. But what you can do is just make sure you keep taking the right shots, take them with confidence, believing they're going to go in. And in a game like today where, you know, we fell just short. A few of them that maybe would have gone in last night or could have gone in on a different night didn't go in. We'll live with it. I'm proud of my guys for playing hard. I'm proud of them for getting the right shots. You know, we did a lot of really good things and played a pretty high-level game today. So,
Coach, tell me this young lady's name who's sitting on your lap.
Oh, this is Cece right here. This is my number one fan, her and my wife. So.
I think she's figured out that you're on camera after the game. This is her second appearance here on the High School Hoops postgame show. So
you know, when I went to Cortez, I think it was at Cortez, she saw me on the TV, and I think she's connected
It's all
the dots.
over. It's all over now.
This is where it's at.
She'll
so
be with us every postgame now.
She probably will at home, so she likes to hang out with her dad.
That's awesome. What feelings do you take from this good weekend for you guys? What are your feelings as you finish off this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, I love where we're at. You know, we wanted to be, you know, top 8, being able to jockey for a home playoff spot, making the turn into the second half. We had a really challenging preseason. You know, we haven't. Go look at every team we've played, they've got a winning record. I think we're the only team in 2A that has that right now.
Yep.
And so we haven't played a bad team. We've done it, you know, without a ton of practice. We've done it without a lot of time. We've done it with the flu running through us. We've put ourselves in a position where in the second half, if we go and play well, we can really put ourselves in a good spot to get into tournament play and go have a lot of fun at the end of the year. I'm really excited about that. And I'm really excited for the challenge that will come with that in the second half. And so the guys are feeling good. We're feeling good. Just got to keep learning. Just got to keep learning.
Yeah, man. Coach, enjoy the Christmas break, and we'll see you in the new year. Good luck to you as you prepare for the second half of the year. Obviously, a lot of work still to do and a long season still left, so it's going to be fun down the stretch, I think. Appreciate it, Coach. Good weekend for you guys this weekend.
Appreciate it.
And that's Coach Easton Nielsen finishing up the pre-Christmas portion of the 2025-26 season. His team suffers a loss this afternoon, but as we said on a couple occasions here, they can hold their heads high for a great effort here this afternoon. And, of course, last night a comeback win over Parowan. So the Broncos will close out the first half of the season, if you will. I don't know if it works out exactly halfway, but 6-5 on the season, so, you know, kind of right in the middle, real close to 500. Like we said, a lot of work to do, but this is a team, I think, who relishes having to battle, having to work like that. And so we look forward to the second half of what should be a good season. Going to be a lot more games on the road in the second half than what they've had this first half of the year.
Yeah, I was actually just looking at the schedule, and, yeah, they start off with like 4 straight road games, I think, coming out of the new year.
So I think that's one of the biggest challenges for them. And we were talking, I think, off mic about, they play well at home. They're going to have to try to figure out how to do that on the road. They've had struggles with that so far this year.
Yeah, it's going to be big and key for them because, end of the day, you're trying to win as many games as you can, get a high seed in the RPI, and set yourself up to make as good of a tournament run as you can. And, again, sometimes those seedings are a really big deal depending on who you match up with and different things like that. So a lot of things to consider, but, again, I think we've talked about it before in the past. It's always a big deal to try and peak at the right time. So as long as you're kind of always improving, you want to try and peak there towards the end of the season or for the playoffs and make sure that's when you're playing your best basketball. So,
yeah, man. Well, it was a fun weekend, and I know we'll see you in the new year. It's kind of crazy. We get a little Christmas break now, so we got a week and a half or two where we won't have any broadcasts. I'm going to miss those first broadcasts to start the year. I think that's on the 2nd and the 3rd of January. A trip. I can't remember who it is. I know Rockwell finishes off the weekend. Carbon and Rockwell. So that's kind of weird. They would normally play the farther away game and then play the closer game on the way back home on Saturday, but it's going to be the opposite, so they're going to travel away from home. But I'm going to miss those, so I think we're going to have Cortland Lyman on the air for those again, filling in for me, a little play-by-play. So those should be some fun games. We'll see if the Broncos can get some good games on the road to start the year. We've got one more broadcast tonight as the Monticello boys are set to take on Nuclear to close out the Bulldog Classic in Dove Creek. That's set to tip at 5:30 tonight. So we invite you to tune back in for that as the Boyle fellas will handle that call tonight. And so that should be a fun way to close out the pre-Christmas portion of the schedule. That will do it for us here today at San Juan High School. I want to say thanks to Caleb Carr and Cortland Lyman behind us handling the StreamUtah.Live duties again today. Great video, great work from you guys. We appreciate it. Thanks to all the sponsors for making these broadcasts possible. Rhett Sifford on behalf of Bobby Bowering saying so long from San Juan High School. Have a great rest of your evening. Again, tune in at 5:30 as the Monticello Buckaroos take on the Nuclear Mustangs in a battle between local rivals at the Bulldog Classic in Dove Creek. That starts at 5:30. Have a great rest of your weekend, high school sports fans.
High School Hoops is a production of Red Rock 92 Sports and StreamUtah.Live. Tonight's broadcast was brought to you by Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, San Juan Building Supply, Blue Mountain Foods, Bradford Tire, Desert Rivers Credit Union, San Juan School District Adult Education, Diamond Propane, Colleen Kays, Four Corners Homes, San Juan Counseling, Holiday Construction, San Juan Health, Crowley Construction, Northern Electric, San Juan Insurance, Dependable Auto Repair, Precision Rehab, Red Mechanical, San Juan School District CTE Programs, Diamond Designs, Blue Mountain Hospital, Energy Fuels, San Juan Public Health, Emory Telcom, Red's Ace Hardware, Canyonlands Tire, Empire Electric, Flights Gymnastics, Utah Navajo Health System, Utah State University Blanding, San Juan Pharmacy, Four Corners Regional Care Center, Jones and DeMille Engineering, Napa Motor Parts, San Juan Credit Union, Primary Residential Mortgage, and Westcott Motors. We're the home of live high school sports coverage in southeastern Utah, Classic Hits Radio, Red Rock 92, and StreamUtah.Live.